former CIA officer, and he joins us now from Boston. Mr. Carle, good to see you. So, in the past, U.S. intelligence agencies have accused Russia of cyber attacks, spreading fake news, and of course, interfering in the 2016 presidential election. Now, this New York Times report alleging Russia's offered bounties to kill U.S. troops. Firstly, let us get your thoughts on the report.
Yeah, I would just remove the word alleged. I mean, the documentation, the evidence, the intelligence that the American intelligence services have obtained for each of the operations that you describe is categorical. In this case, I don't know, haven't seen the intelligence, of course, but I would surmise that it comes from one of two types of intelligence, either human penetration or signals interceptions is my guess, because how else can one receive information that is believed to be objective? You wouldn't believe it if it were simply stated by someone accusing another. A third possibility would be from the interrogation of prisoners or detainees, possibly. But I have no doubt whatsoever that they're doing this.
Well, then, considering Mr. Trump's relationship with President Putin, how is the U.S. likely to respond?
Well, there are so many crises happening simultaneously in the United States and in the world that this will probably be obscured more than a foreign policy professional would like it to be, and it probably should be. But the reports are that the U.S. intelligence community learned of this in January and February, and then had a major briefing of the president and the other top leaders of the U.S. early in March. And Trump's response was to invite Vladimir Putin to the G7 summit, which, of course, he has been excluded from because of Russia's invasion of Crimea. So what will the response be? There have been various proposals laid out by the national security establishment, and Trump has done nothing. The pressure is building now that this has become public, but it's hard to see the U.S. doing a lot with Donald Trump sitting in the Oval Office.
Well, you say Mr. Trump was briefed earlier this year, but according to Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany, neither President Trump nor the Vice President was briefed of this at all. What is the likely course of action? How does it unfold once information like this comes out? What is the course of action before it gets to the president?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't believe, sad as this is to say and shocking, I wouldn't believe anything coming out of the White House, since they have been proven literally about 20,000 times, just the president himself, in lies in the last 3 years. So how does this normally work? An intelligence service will obtain information, it will be assessed. You don't simply report things up the chain of command. You first have to assess them for their likelihood and their reliability. And then you have an interagency process of deciding what policy recommendations to make. And you say we could do a military option, we could make this public, we could do nothing, et cetera, et cetera. And they are then presented to the what are called the principals, who are the policymakers, our executive leaders. And they then decide, and they say, do the following, or none of these options suffices, I need more. And that's how it works. And that's, as described in the media, how it has unfolded, but Trump has done nothing.
All right, we're going to keep an eye on this, see how it unfolds. Thank you for that. Mr. Glenn Carle, we appreciate it.